Your English is fantastic.
No, it's really fun. I have French accent and I'm Spanish.
Everybody loves a French accent.
Yeah,
No,
there's
I don't
nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
Spanish.
Aloha and welcome to SUP FM, the podcast for stand-up paddleboarders everywhere. So with no further ado, let's get out on the water and on with the show. Here are your hosts, Nick and Simon.
Aloha. That guy cracks me up every single time. Where did you find him?
Fantastic. He does announcements for a premier American sports team. So he does all of those stadium announcements that everyone loves so much. So yeah, I don't know how I managed to find him, but he's great, isn't he?
He's got a very rich voice, and I'm trying to emulate him right now. So who have we got today?
So today we're interviewing Tati Coco SUP. So Tati is an ambassador for Red paddleboards, and she's just got an amazing stack of SUP stories and experience to share. And she's done some crazy things. She did a 600-kilometer paddle around the European island of Sardinia, and she's been to Sri Lanka, talking about SUP, and she's now in Ireland. So really looking forward to this interview. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take part in it because my Skype broke down. Let's get straight to it.
Welcome to Tati Coco SUP. It's great to have you on the SUP FM podcast.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm here in Ireland now.
Yeah, what are you doing in Ireland?
I will work for a company called Pure Magic. I will be the SUP manager here for 8 months.
Sounds exciting.
Yes.
Sounds like, well, let's get into that later, but I'm dying to ask you this question. Is what made you decide to embark on a 600-kilometer paddle around Sardinia?
I have not a real answer for that. I just decided to do, the first time I decided to do 400 kilometer. And after I say, why not 500? And after I calculate, and I thought I can do 600 in 1 month. And I say, okay, let's go. And I plan all the map, the track, and I was working hard 3 months. And I did all the 600K.
Okay, so before you started, you thought you were going to do 600 kilometers, right?
Yeah, I say, I want to do 600 kilometers. I don't have a real reason to do that. I just say, I want to do that. I want to explore Sardinia, Mallorca, and Ibiza. I decide to explore these 3 islands in the Mediterranean Sea. And I say, okay, I will try. If that works, it's fine. If that doesn't work, no matter.
Fantastic. So have you done anything like that before?
Yes, I did 100K from Abu Dhabi to Dubai with a young boy, Conrad Bay. He's 12 years old. He has a dream to do a long distance, and I trained him hard, and he did it with me.
I saw that on Facebook, I think, and basically you went around the world. Is the world situated?
Around the world is another thing. It's 30K only. Around 35K. That's the event we have. They had at Surf Dubai every year, a charity event.
Okay.
And that's another boy, a diabetic boy. His dream was to do also long distance, but he's connected to a pump all the time. So when he removed the pump, he cannot be on the water more than 1 hour.
Shame.
Yeah, I did all. I had boat support with insulin and his family in the boat. So he can realize also a dream, this boy. That's another story.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole other story. But just for those of you listening, the world isn't literally the world. It's the world archipelago in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
Or is it Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, the world island is in Dubai. And the thing I did, the 100K with the young boy, is from Abu Dhabi to Dubai.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. But let's get back to Sardinia, because I'm dying to know, obviously, going to Sardinia, there must have been quite a lot of preparation and planning for the trip.
Yes.
So can you just tell us the story of how you planned?
Obviously, I planned the flight, where to sleep, where to stay, the food a little bit, and all the track I wanted. But all depend every day on the weather, obviously, on the wind, on the sea. So it was like a long preparation, but at the same time, day by day.
Sure. And how did you know where you were going to sleep at night? Or did you camp? Or did you stay in a hotel? Or what was the accommodation?
I was lucky because one of my sponsors is in Sardinia, Last Paddle. So they helped me for sleeping at friends' place, at family place, at some hotel and stuff like that. So every day I was paddling 8 hours and we find a place to sleep and rest at least.
Wow. That's really handy. And did somebody follow you around, on the land or with a boat?
I have Christian Desi. He's a friend, and he was helping me, yes, with the car to pick me up on the place, to pick me up at the end of my journey. And he was also paddling with me a lot, so I had company. I was not completely alone in Sardinia.
Oh, cool. But it's generally when you were paddling, you were fairly close to the shore, so it wasn't any major open ocean crossings, yeah?
Sometimes I was far, but not too much because I was alone, no rescue boats, no, you never know. I was completely alone. It was the first time. So it was for fun, and I really want to explore the cliff, the shore. So if I go in the middle of the ocean, I cannot bring a real picture,
Exactly, yeah. It's a bit boring here.
Yeah.
It's much better to go. Like, for example, down here in the Algarve in Portugal, we have tons of coastal caves, and we love to go and explore that as well.
Yeah,
it's much more
that
exciting.
sounds awesome. I saw some picture of Algarve, and I really want to come to visit you.
Yeah, well, you must come. It's an open invitation. Huh?
For sure. I will.
What kind of tips would you do for planning a trip like this?
First of all, be safe all the time. The sea is really dangerous and the weather can change in 10 minutes. You can have suddenly a big storm and you're in the middle of nothing and you don't have connection or a phone to call anyone to pick you up. So you have to take care of that, obviously. Also,
So what did you take in Sardinia for safety?
I don't know. I just...
Or what would you suggest people do for safety?
I always had a knife with me. I always
to kill the sharks.
We never know. I don't know. I always have a knife with me. I don't know, a rope, food, lot of drink, some pills, some energy bar, some energy like Red Bull, but in concentrate, in case I have, you feel really sick and you can't come back to the shore. What else? Light. I used to have light because sometimes suddenly it's night. And I still.
So that's interesting. What kind of light did you have? Obviously, you had to have a waterproof
one for scuba
light.
diving, one they use in scuba diving. I bought one of these light, and it worked really well. Yeah, waterproof, a waterproof one, obviously.
Sure, yeah.
Really powerful. It was really powerful.
And obviously, you need a waterproof jacket and something like that, right? A really, really good jacket.
I was lucky. I did in summer, so I never felt. At the opposite, it was too hot, really hot. So I was looking for shade all the time. Yeah, but the first day I had a heat stroke in Sardinia. My first track, I had a heat stroke. I thought I would never do anything more. I had a big heat stroke. I was bringing up and all. I was really sick, and I spent the day too in bed with fever.
So you just stayed in bed and you got better, or did you see a doctor?
Yeah, after I get better, yes, I was in the cold, in bed all the day, and I was really afraid and worried, say, oh my God, the first day already heat stroke, so I will do 1 month. But after that, I don't know, I felt better and it was okay.
So how would you combat heat stroke? Would you just drink a lot of water, wear a hat and shirt at all times?
Yeah, hat is very important, to drink a lot of water. I put a towel every 30 minutes. I put a towel over my shoulder to avoid the sun on the skin also, because I burn a lot. Also, my face was really burned, my hand was burned, my feet was burned. My skin was completely cracked. After 2 weeks, my feet start to inflate a lot, to swallow.
Yeah, the swell up.
Yeah, exactly, a lot. My hand also.
So how did you stop that? I mean, just rest.
No, there is a moment you have pain, no? You have pain 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and you have more pain, a lot of pain on your shoulder, on your back, on your feet, and everywhere. You have pain everywhere. But you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you're tired and you want to have a proper dinner and you just have tuna and bread and banana and cereal bars. And you keep going and you have pain. And there is a moment that you overcome this pain. It's like the body say, okay, 10 days with lots of pain, with lots of heat and all the stuff. And the salt, it's very aggressive, the salt.
Sure. What keeps you going then, times like that? I mean, a lot of people will just give up. What keeps you going?
I'm perhaps stubborn. I don't know.
Stubborn?
Yeah, stubborn. I wanted to do it. I didn't want to fail in any moment. Motivation, I think. My head. If I listen to my body, I stop. But I was listening to my heart and my passion and what I was looking and what the scenery was offering me, and I wanted more and more. It was so beautiful that I'd say, I want more. I want to share with everybody all that,
Oh, that's incredible, because it gives me a lot of peace and calm when I'm out early morning on the paddleboard and the sun's rising and the water is still and you've got an incredible natural environment around you.
Yeah.
I think that's what draws me most to stand-up paddle. And obviously, you get excited by it as well, right?
Yeah. I really love exploring, I cannot go for just 2K and come back. Or when I go in races, I think I'm the only one who look forward or around, when they're racing, they only look the board, the nose of the board, and they paddle. And I think I'm the only one to be able to say in a race, oh, did you see the cliff? Did you see that? Did you see that? And I ask people, no, I was racing. I say, but what are you missing? You're crazy.
So what other tips would you have for a person who wants to do a paddleboard adventure?
First of all, always think about security. First of all, that's my main thing, always in mind. I don't want to die. I'm too young. And just ask for the local people, ask for people who has the experience, obviously. Know well where you're going. It's not the same, the Atlantic than the Mediterranean Sea is not the same. After the wind, take care of the weather, look at the condition. And after, just enjoy and try. You can try an adventure, can be 5 kilometers, and after can be 6, and after you say, oh, I want to go a little bit further, and 10, and like that. Don't need to be 600K, an adventure. Obviously, you don't need.
Sure. And how do you keep in touch with the weather when you're going around Sardinia? Do you have local people to tell you the weather?
No, I was looking wind guru,
Mm-hmm.
and I was avoiding the wind all the time, because obviously I have so much pain. And when I had, I think, in Sardinia, really, really tough day with the wind, like 32 knots. And you say, oh my God, I have to do like 30K with the wind on one side. That's really painful for the shoulder or for the back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had some bad day, I will be honest. It was not all fantastic.
So it was a 32 kilometer side wind?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you ever do any headwinds like that?
Yes, I had all kind of wind, obviously. Because on my track, I say, I want to go from here to here. And sometimes I plan some track and I wasn't able to do it. After 5K, I say, okay, it's not the day. I come back. Today is a rest day and I have 4th rest day,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, if you imagine you're sitting and you have to do like a 10 kilometer stretch or something directly into the headwind, what kind of track would you take?
I will do zigzag. I used to do zigzag. No, if it's face wind, I go straight slowly. That's it.
Okay, and you never would go down and paddle prone or anything like that?
If it's really, really rough and dangerous, yes, of course. I need to rest. But I think I will go slowly. If that don't make me go backward, I mean, sometimes it's so windy that you can't go further. But just little by little. Even I take 10 hours, I don't mind. Little by little.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. That's serious determination.
Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, determination.
Yeah. Okay, so suddenly you paddle 600 kilometers around Sardinia, which is an amazing feat. Why? What is your first SUP experience?
My first of my life?
Yeah, the first of your life.
It was in New Caledonia in the Pacific. I it's a strange story because like 3 years ago, I was afraid to enter in the sea. I can't swim in the sea. I was really afraid when the water come to my knees. I start to have like heart attack, tachycardia.
Why do you think that happened?
I don't know. The first time I saw the sea, I have 19 years old because I'm from the middle of Europe and I only have lake and river. So the open sea was like really frightening me, like shark, jellyfish, all this stuff, and I start to be really nervous.
Yeah.
And this is how I start. I start in New Caledonia because I saw on TV Lord Hamilton on a SUP. Yeah, it's like that, really. And I say, that's for me. I'm not in the water. I'm over the water. So it looked like less dangerous, with sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a true story. It was like that.
But it's normally people who don't like the ocean will stay far away from the ocean. So you decide to go straight in.
Yeah, I decide to overcome my fear.
Fantastic.
A challenge in my life.
Well done. That's great.
And now I can't live without that. I can't.
Excellent. So where about is New Caledonia? Is it in the middle of the South Pacific?
It's close to Fiji, Samoa, New Zealand, on the east side of Australia.
Sounds like the perfect place to begin.
It's full of sharks, but a lot of people died when I was there this year. Yeah, but
not so perfect.
It's really, really beautiful. It's awesome.
So what did you do when you first started to stand up paddle? Did you rent a board and somebody taught you how?
Yeah, I rented a board in a place, for rental. And I really loved it. And I feel quite okay, secure. I say, okay, I'm over the sea. There is the shark under me. And I decide to bought an inflatable board. Sorry.
Okay, you decided to buy one, right?
Yeah, I bought one, and I didn't go too much, but I didn't have time because I was working in a school. So, but when I have some free day or some weekend, I take my board and I started like that.
Well, that's always a big step from people to go from renting a board to buying a board.
Yeah.
And I know from personal experience, when I was buying my first board, I was very confused. I didn't know what to buy. So how did you decide on what to buy?
I saw by casually an inflatable board, something you can pack in a bag. So as I was in New Caledonia, I was sure that I have to move back to Europe, to Spain, to my place. So I say, that's perfect. A bag I can carry with me. That's just amazing. And I didn't have car in New Caledonia, so I have to move all the way by bus or walking. So I just think that's perfect. I pack in my bag. I have my paddle two pieces I can put also inside. So it was very easy. Okay,
and what size did you buy?
It was a 10.6.
What, 10.6 red?
Yeah, for beginner, the basic one when you have no idea.
Yeah. Exactly, the perfect all-round board, isn't it?
Yeah, all around.
I think it's their best seller, the red. So you went for red paddleboard straight away?
Yeah, I didn't have too much, how to say that? I didn't know anything about SUP. So I saw that the price was, I like the price, to be honest. When you start, you don't know too much. And the guy come with the board, he showed me how to pump. He say, okay, let's go. It's just like that. Pump and depump and put in your bag and let's go. So it was really easy,
It's brilliant. Yeah, in my paddle school down here in the Algarve, we also used reds in the beginning.
Yeah.
And because they're so versatile, it's brilliant. It really is amazing. All inflatable boards.
Yeah.
They're great.
I really love them. Really.
Uh-huh. So now, 3 years later, it's 3 years later, right?
Yeah.
Now you have a few more boards.
Yeah, I have a few more. I have always red paddle core.
Why is that?
Why? Because I start to put on Facebook a lot of pictures sharing this new, this new thing in my life with my family. I start to share with my family, obviously, because I was very far. So it was a way to be in touch with them so they can see what I was doing and stuff like that. And after that, a lot of people starting to follow me, to write me nice comments and red paddle course. So I think had a look to my picture and they decided to give me some board.
Wow.
Yeah.
They just give you a board for free.
Yeah. Some board for free. Yeah.
Well, that's quite amazing because normally it costs about €1,000.
Yeah, I'm really, really lucky because they was really nice with me since the beginning, and it was really easy. The big boss, I say, John, was lovely with me. He said, "No props, Tati. We will help you anyway. You're doing a good job. You're promoting so well our board without asking for anything. You're just doing it, and that's just lovely." So this year they gave me 3 boards. The 14, 12, 6, and I had the 9-2 also, and the Explorer.
So what's your favorite board, or you just choose one for the conditions?
This year I liked the 12-6 Elite.
So it's 26 inches wide, huh?
Sorry?
It's 26 inches wide, isn't it?
Yeah, 26. I don't know. I have a kind of I like it, even in waves. I look like very big for waves, but I'm not good at surf. I'm beginner. I'm really beginner at surf. It's really hard to surf. It's not as easy as surfing. And
but I saw a photo. I saw a video just when I was doing some research for this podcast. I saw a video of you in the Wadi natural wave.
Oh my God, you saw this video.
Yeah.
That was like the first time I catch a crazy wave. Yeah. I was shouting like, "Wah!"
Yeah, it's a classic video. I'll put it in the show notes. It's really good.
Okay.
So you surf on the 12.6 a lot? And,
not a lot. I only surf, I think, 6-7 times in my life. I mean, this last year. But I really want to improve my surf skills. But in a big board, I don't know why I like big, long board.
Well, it's much easier to catch waves, isn't it?
But it's not easy to move the board.
Yeah, that's why I prefer an 11-foot SUP because it's just I'm quite heavy, so it helps me a lot.
I had also the 9.6 from 2014, and I love it. You can manage really, in small wave, in medium waves, and it's really easy to ride. It's look like that Inflatable are really bad for wave. They have a bad reputation, but I think for beginner like me in surf, it's enough. You never have to surf, it's inflatable. It's not like a hardboard. And it work. With the button on the side, it's like a hardboard.
Yeah, it's stiff and rigid, it's great. I think the only problem is the rails aren't sharp like an epoxy board. And
True.
I think if you really want to rip the lip off, you need those rails.
Exactly. It's true. That's true. But, for my level, it's enough.
Yeah, exactly. We can all have a lot of fun with those, which is great.
Yeah.
So, you went to Sri Lanka. Why did you go there?
I had a charity project with Live Love SUP.
Mm-hmm.
And
Live Love SUP. Yeah.
I went to a school in Balapitiya, and I visit the kids to see the condition for school. And I saw that was really, really poor. So I went a second time. I asked for first time Red Paddle Go to help me to bring their soundboard. And they helped me and gave me 3-4 boards to take with me there. And I started to teach kids at the school to develop eco-minded because they threw, rubbish everywhere on the sea and the river. And we work, and I was teaching for free all the kids to learn to swim and to do SUP.
Okay, so you're making them more aware of their environment, which is
a lot. And about education also at school.
Okay, and is this an ongoing project that has carried on since you've left?
Other project, you mean?
No, it's the project in Sri Lanka. It carries on all the time, right?
I have a friend there. Yeah, he just opened an hotel now, so he's developing a little bit more SUP, like a business now. But yes, I would like to go again there and spend like 3 weeks or 1 month and give for free lesson to every kid or teenager or adult. I don't mind. Basically kids because they don't have opportunity there.
Sure. Yeah, that's great. So obviously you travel a lot. I mean, I'm hearing New Caledonia, Sri Lanka, Ireland, France, Spain. What's your favorite place that you've been in the world and for stand-up paddling?
Sardinia.
Yeah. That's the one I didn't mention.
No, I was also in Thailand. Thailand was magic also, but the best is Sardinia. I also like my land, obviously. I'm from Andalusia, the south of Spain. I really love my land. It's really beautiful. In lake.
Oh, okay, very close to Portugal.
Yeah, I'm very close to you.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah. I can say that this weekend I visit Akel, is in the west coast of Ireland, and is also really, really, I don't know how to say, like, original, pure.
Sure,
Nothing
raw.
is really Irish, really like countryside, nothing too much modern, really old style,
And what about the waves there? They got some big waves in Argyll.
Yeah, yes, Saturday for me was quite big, but it was glassy. You have in one beach, I don't remember the name exactly, sorry, but it was a long beach, and you have on the left really big one, on the middle medium, and sometimes the right big one coming. So you can choose, you have space, nobody's disturbing anyone. But apparently in Ireland they have really, really big surf.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. So, and they've also got really good beer there. Have you tried Guinness yet?
Yeah, yesterday I tried for first time Guinness, and after we was in a bar, and after people started to invite me, so I drank 3 Guinness, and I'm not used to drink beer at all or alcohol, so it was quite funny.
So you woke up with a big hangover this morning?
No, I didn't have a hangover. I control myself. I just have a few.
Excellent. So you're going to be stuck, well, not stuck, but you're going to be in Ireland for 8 months now, the whole season, right?
Yeah, for sure. Right now for 8 months, expecting to come back for the next new season and perhaps staying here. I still don't know exactly what will happen. But no, my job is to develop SUP in both Ireland and in Dublin.
Okay. And when you say develop SUP, you mean develop the SUP school itself?
Challenging for me again.
Sure, yeah. What about, so you're developing it for the school itself that you're working for, or are you developing it more on a promotional basis?
No, I will work for Pure Magic, is a school here in Dublin and Akel, and they asked me to come to work for them and to try to develop SUP here.
And is it very popular in Ireland?
Yeah, they are very, very famous here. Mostly for kite surf. They are specialized in kite, and surfing.
Yeah.
And they started to do surfing, but it's not really famous here in Ireland. So they really wanted somebody, I think, who have this spirit of pure magic life, and they asked me, and I say, okay, why not?
Fantastic. I mean, I've been watching these people in Ireland the whole winter while we're sitting here in Portugal with fantastic weather. And they've been chipping ice off their boards and paddling in all this seriously cold weather. And it's incredible how strong the Irish are.
Yeah, they are really strong. I'm here only for three days, but I can tell you they're really strong guys. I'm with 2 jackets, and a hat, and they are in t-shirts. It's like, okay, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So what about your future plans? Have you got any ideas for the future at the moment?
Obviously, I want new adventure. I need it. And I think I'm here in Ireland, so I need to do something here, for myself. I mean, for my new company, but for myself, I need to at least to explore Ireland, to discover new places and show to everybody how beautiful can be Ireland.
So we're going to see you paddling around the entire island of Ireland this summer.
I don't know if I can do all Ireland, but yeah, I will try to go to some places I already check on the map, on Google Map, Yeah. What I would like to do is, I saw here is many castle.
What, sorry?
There is many old castle here.
Oh, many castles, yeah.
Yeah, and I really love castle. It's something I really like personally. And I would like to do some trip like lake castle or sea castle, with background the castle.
Oh, that sounds exciting, because obviously in Ireland, you've got a lot of inland paddling as well as ocean paddling. Huh?
Yeah, it's a lot here of lake, river, inland paddle, like Algarve, something like Algarve in the east coast. You have lots of things like Algarve,
Like a coastal lagoon.
Yeah, like inside lagoon from the sea and stuff like that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But if anybody was, if you were going to try and describe your job to anybody, what would you tell them that you do?
Share my passion for love, for SUP, for life, for all. Just
Because
being positive and share all that. That make me so happy.
but it's incredible that you can do what you love so much and you can do it so passionately. And it's nice that you can make a living out of it as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah. My main job was teacher, modern foreign languages teacher. And I started SUP, and I overcome this fear of the ocean, and I'm really addicted now. And I try also, I am SUP instructor officially, by the ISA. And I see, I did
ASI.
ASI, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I was looking for a job as language teacher, and suddenly I have this opportunity in Ireland, and I say, okay, why not? To make my passion my work. So that's just amazing. That's just perfect, no? I'm just happy.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a perfect combination.
Yeah. And I'm still practicing languages because I improve my English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, all speaking with everybody.
You speak Portuguese as well?
Yeah, a little bit. I learn more Gallego than Portuguese, but a kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult language. It's a really difficult language.
Yeah,
it's very exciting.
Yeah, and then I have to learn Irish.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's really challenging.
That's very different, yeah. Okay, well, it's been fantastic talking to you. And just like, how can we find you on the internet?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. My page is Tati Coco SUP.
Okay.
And
have you got
find me there, some picture, some adventure, some funny things.
Okay, have you got any plans to create a website or anything like that?
At the moment, not really. I don't have time because I don't like to spend too much time on the computer. I prefer to be outside, to be honest. But why not? Yes, I was thinking. A lot of people told me to open an athlete page, a blog and something like that. But that takes lot of time.
Yeah, because you've got a lot of followers on Facebook. Huh? Do you know how many you have?
I had 5,000. That's the limit. So sometimes I remove these annoying people who are on my Facebook and they don't have to be. And I make some cleaning. But yeah, I reached the maximum, the top you can have 5,000 since 2 years already. So sometimes I try to remove some people or
that's incredible.
Or not in relation with SUP or sport.
Well, it just shows that you're a very popular person. People obviously love what you do, so you should take it to the next level. But obviously, you want to paddle.
Yeah, I want to paddle. I don't know what's the next level. I never know. I never know what will happen tomorrow. I try so many new things this year, like skating, long skating, snowboarding, lot of things.
Tell me about land skating.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really nice. I had a Kauna board with a stick, and that simulates a kind of SUP race, SUP all around.
Exactly, yeah. It's a long board with a stick.
Yeah,
with a
I
rubber
have the bambura,
thing.
so that's... I'm a beginner, so I'm not really talented, but I try. But there is also other board, shorter. You can simulate really like stand-up surf.
Yeah, it sounds incredible. I know the guys in Portugal, the agent in Portugal approached me the other day to see if I'd like to sell them, and I'm really dying to try them out, the Kahuna creations.
No, yeah, it's with Kaunas. I had the Bambura, and when I was in Dubai, I have the Black Wave, and I try a few boards, and I like it. I really like it. Even if I'm not a skating girl, because I just started a few months ago, it's easy for everybody with the Bambura. You don't need to be a big skater or have 10 years of skating. It's really nice. It's like SUP. It's easy. In 5 minutes, you're supping,
Yeah, for some people, yeah.
Yeah.
Other people take a little like 90 minutes. Depends on the conditions, I guess. But so it's fantastic chatting to you, and thank you so much for spending the time away from your paddleboard.
No, that.
So we could hear a little bit more about you and your exciting lifestyle.
Yeah, whenever you want. If I have a new adventure, we can have a new chat, whatever you want.
We'd love that. We're really looking forward to seeing
what the next big adventure will be in Algarve.
Yes, perhaps. Yeah, we're planning to go across the Algarve from Sagres in the west to Castromaring in the east, which is about 300 kilometers. So for you, that's nothing.
No, but that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We look forward to doing an adventure with you in the Algarve one day.
for sure.
Okay, well, Tati, it's lovely chatting to you, and thank you so much for sharing your interesting tips about adventure.
Thank you.
It really is opening. And yeah, hopefully we'll get you back when you do your next Irish adventure.
I will for sure. We keep in touch.
Fantastic. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to SUP FM, the #1 podcast for stand-up paddlers wherever you are. If you like what you've heard, please leave us a review on iTunes. Until then, we'll see you on the water.